Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we're gonna be talking about Scopper Gaban from One Piece. This character is, so far as we know, the Sanji character in Gold Roger's crew. We have Roger and then we have Rayleigh, and in theory after him it will be Scopper Gaban. And this whole concept about him and about Gold Roger, I think it comes because it's Gold Roger, and then you have Silver's Rayleigh, and then you have Scopper Gaban, so the materials. And yeah, that's telling you as well that this guy is the number 3 in that crew. So why do I want to talk about him at this moment of the story? First of all, I want to say that I think this guy is the man marked by flames. And why do I say this? I think I'm gonna go for more like the design we did like Vista in the first video, that is a little bit more loose, because there's different concepts of him, more bulky, thinner, with different type of hair, because he actually hasn't been introduced properly in the story. So I'm gonna try to do like a little bit of interpretation here. So when I talk about him is every part of the Grand Line, or every part of Luffy's story, we had this mentor figure, and all of them have been, since the very beginning, with Crocus, with Shanks, and with Boogie and everything, all of them tied to Roger. And I think since Shabondi, more or less, I think Rayleigh was the last one that we had, that obviously Rayleigh is one of the mentors for Luffy, and he taught him many powerful things, okay? But I think it's time for Oda to show another one, and it would make sense for me if he goes for this guy next. With the whole story about the man marked by flames, or the burn scar, that they mention him like this, I think this plays a role with the recently information about Ace and the Shichibukai. So we have been told now that there is this Shichibukai that is defeated by Ace. This is before Ace joins Whitebeard and everything, okay? And then this Shichibukai has to, let's say, go into hiding, because in no moment Oda is confirming you that Ace killed this character. So probably this guy needs to be in hiding, and that's when they offer Kuma the position of Shichibukai, okay? A little bit after this, you have Ace joining the Whitebeard Pirates and everything. Okay, that's all good. So why do I think this guy is the next one to be showing up? The man marked by flames, it is confirmed by Kid after Wano, when they are talking about the path that they are gonna follow and everything. He's like mocking Luffy and Law, like, oh, ignorant, you don't know the man marked by flames. Law, he does a very weird face, and Robin as well. So I always thought this character would be connected to, or it will be Dragon. My first option always has been Aokiji, and my second option always has been Dragon. And but since the whole Ace point about the Shichibukais and everything, and I always have in the background, in the third option, Scopper Gaban. Why do I say this? So first of all, if Ace defeated someone like this guy in a very strong battle, because both are very strong characters, we would have him losing very defeated, obviously, with burn scars, because Ace is fire, okay? First of all, that could fit the idea. Second, what I want to say second is, you have this guy here that he, how can I explain this so it's easy? So this guy, I think, Oda is always giving you some foreshadowing, and I think this guy went through something similar to Denjiro in with the Oden flashback and everything. I think he, because the loss of his captain, he suffered this kind of trauma like Denjiro, and even changed his appearance. I think we are not gonna see him like we see him in the flashbacks and everything, like with dark hair and really fit and everything. I think he accommodated himself because maybe he had this red poneglyph with himself, and he said, okay, I'm gonna secure myself a place in the world as a Chichibukai, that they're offering me Chichibukai, not knowing that he's one of the Rogers, because his anguish and his sadness, like Denjiro, he changed his appearance, and maybe he even have like the face a little bit different. Maybe he's all wrapped because Ace's wounds. Maybe the hair changed as well to white, yellowish, because the time and because he's getting old, and as well because there's a cover story from ages ago that we see Crocus, and Crocus is having a drink with someone with Laboon next to it. That means that other character knows Laboon. Laboon is happy in that drawing and everything. So that's telling me, is someone known to us? Is someone known to Crocus? Because all of them are really happy to be there. So if you think that this character, with a similar hair to this guy, but painted in not painted, it's actually white in the manga, it's no color. It can be an old man, same hair that this one, I'm gonna draw it now so you see the reference. The hair that he has is like this spiky, like Jabura. I think as well this character may be related to Jabura in some sense. I'm not telling you that it's the father, but maybe it can be an older brother or something like this, because the shape of the body and the shape of the hair and everything, it's really similar. And I understand Oda draws everyone really similar, and you can say that all the girls in One Piece are Nami. You have Bibi, that is Nami with blue hair, Shirahoshi is Nami, Gyojin, and all these things. And that's really funny for me. But talking about this specific character, it could fix many spaces in the storytelling for One Piece at the moment, because obviously we are gonna keep seeing some of Roger's characters, at least the most, let's say, the most important, and I think this guy, inside the whole group, it will be the last character that we may see. So if we follow that pattern and we say that Scopper Gaban, because losing Roger, because losing the crew and everything, it has this trauma like Denjiro, and it is so sad, and it's so difficult for him that even the sadness changes his appearance, like it happens with Denjiro, okay? We will have this older character, all with white hair, all burned because the fight with Ace, and you say, wait a minute, why this Roger guy that is super strong, that could compete with Whitebeard in the fights and everything, that we see actually him fighting Vista even in one of the flashbacks, that meaning that it's super strong. So how this guy can be defeated by Ace, that it's a rookie, let's say a rookie. That's something that we need to have present, that Ace was a powerhouse, Ace was a really strong upstart, and on top of that, all of these things that the Shirohige Whitebeard already saw him and he was interested in him, probably because this fight, they offered him to be Shichibukai, like Doflamingo, like Crocodile, that all those crazy strong guys. So, because as well we know that Ace was much more stronger than Luffy since the very beginning, and we know as well that if nothing would have happened with Ace, maybe he would have been one of the competitors against, let's say if Ace wants to be as well the Pirate King, like he says at the beginning, he would have been one of Luffy's competitors, and Luffy was okay with that. Okay, Luffy was excited about fighting Ace and everything. So it is very convenient that Ace defeats someone at Shichibukai level, at Roger level. Not Roger level, but almost at Roger level. Like Luffy has been defeating Crocodile, Katakuri, everyone. So, having this character being one of the Roger guys, it will open that moment of, okay, we're gonna give Ace 500 million poster reward, that's what he had. We are gonna give him Shichibukai position, we're gonna give him all these things, and then he refuses, and then he takes the path of Whitebeard and decides to have all the storyline with Whitebeard and follow Whitebeard. Okay, so it will make sense. It will make sense because you are seeing this super powerful kid like Luffy that has entered the Grand Line. Is 2 years ahead of Luffy. You look at Luffy now. Luffy is fighting now with Kaido. Why Ace wouldn't be able to defeat, let's say, Rayleigh or someone at that level at the moment, like Luffy is at the moment, because Ace left 2 years before Luffy. So that means that he was 2 years ahead in power. So that question, it will be answered there. So how could he be doing that? Because he is as well, like Luffy, the chosen one, but it didn't happen with him. And on top of that, he is Roger's son. Only for that, he must be one of the strongest the whole time. So that question would be answered there, I believe. Let's do this hand like this. Okay. So what the info that we have. 1 second, we do the legs here, so we figure out this. Yeah, it's looking good, the drawing so far. The info that we have about the man with the burn scar basically is that he's a man that is not staying in one place. Okay, he's moving with a total black ship. Okay, and around this ship you have whirlpools, because all the crazy info about the whirlpools and the black ship, a lot of people and myself, we thought, okay, it's Dragon, because Dragon has kind of partially dark or black ship, because the dragon shape is all black or reddish black, and then the sails are not black. And on top of this, if we follow this theory about him having Dragon having the wind power, he could be actually doing whirlpools in the water to avoid people following him or to sink enemy ships, etc. But let's think one moment about this guy. When I think about this guy with the axes and everything, the axe was a weapon from the Vikings. The Vikings used to use it to fight, not this type of axe, but this could be an interpretation. So we could see him around Elbaf, we could see him in this background with Viking style, with the axes. As well, there is someone that in the black market is selling wood from Adam tree. I think this Adam tree is the Yggdrasil representation of the Vikings, and is the tree that we see in Elbaf. So let's do the face. 1 second, I just want to focus here 1 second and I continue. So this guy, imagine not anyone could cut the tree from that, the wood from that tree. They say that it is very difficult. So for me, it will make totally sense that someone at this level power would be able to stay there, make a business cutting the wood, sell it in the black market, because he doesn't care. He's a pirate. He's doing business there, and on top of that, he could actually. How he is so powerful, he could take the ship, let's say even the Eurojackson, okay, because someone must have taken the Eurojackson at the very end, no? I don't think they just abandoned somewhere, or I don't know, we still need confirmation for that, but let's do this. He has glasses. Like this. Yeah, it's looking nice like this. Okay, we need the ears as well. So, yeah, sorry, I was just a little bit focused here and just to define a little bit the face and make. Okay. So as I was saying, there is someone selling wood in the black market from the Adam tree that no one can cut because he's super strong. So we need a super strong character, for example, someone like this guy, with axes, that you use axes. Before you used to use axes to cut trees. Now you have all these electric things and chainsaws and everything, but you used to use these to cut the trees. So we will have this guy selling, doing this business on the side, trying to survive, because all of you have Crocus doing his own business with Laboon, you have Rayleigh gambling and doing his own business with Shabondi and everyone. So they have like another job now. Why they didn't find him? This is like a recap. Why they didn't find him? Because he is because the trauma that he has at losing the captain, losing the crew. Maybe he's a sentimental man like Sanji, because he's equivalent to Sanji in that crew. He actually got really sad like Denjiro, and his appearance changed. Okay, his appearance changed. And now we have this guy that let's say in this theory, for this storyline, he keeps somehow the last poneglyph, the red poneglyph, okay, with himself. And how he's doing business with the tree and selling up and down the wood, he needs to move. So he takes the Eurojackson with himself, not as a Roger ship, as a normal ship that he's taking, like a strong ship, to move these materials. And he says, I'm already camouflaged, the ship is so obvious that I need to camouflage it somehow, and I am so strong that I can't do like Bergo in the Flamingo Saga, in Punk Hazard Saga, and I can actually coat the ship with my own Haki, because this guy may be a specialist in one of the Hakis, because he's from Roger crew, and he could be like Bergo does, using a full body Haki with himself, but in this case I think he's doing it on the ship. He's doing full body Haki with the ship, coating the ship, so the ship is full black. And maybe he could even have, like Rayleigh, like Roger, like Luffy, like the Jonkos, Haki so strong that when he is releasing this Haki, when someone is following him or trying to attack him or something, it is so strong that he can actually make the weather change, like we see when Whitebeard and Shanks clash. The skies are open. When Kaido is releasing the power in Wano, there's storms around it. When Big Mom is doing the same, there's storms around it. So he could be even so strong that he's doing that. Okay. Another theory that I have in mind as well regarding these weather changes is that, please check out my BB theory. I think BB is gonna be the ancient weapon Uranus, like Shirahoshi. Okay. And I explain everything there, so feel free to go there and have a good read and have a good watch to the video, and you tell me what you think. Because what I have in mind is, even if he kept that egg on the ship that I think is Pluton, I think he is Uranus. If he kept this, okay, and this is the ancient weapon egg, and even he has it as a pet and is waiting, because we need to introduce that in the story soon, and we are waiting to see that ancient weapon. So if we see that, and he's keeping this beast, and this beast is related to a kind of a eagle, dragon beast, like something that flies, because Uranus is the god of the sky, so it needs to be something that flies, and it's coming from an egg. So if you think about it, and that theory about Bibi that I thought is true, and this is the way, finding this man is the way for Bibi to realize what's her true power. Okay, we will have this guy causing those whirlpools when he's moving with the ship, because this beast, this king of the air, let's call it, it's with him on the ship. Okay, or the egg already hatched, the beast is waiting for the Shirahoshi person, in this case Bibi. Okay, and it will make sense to kind of fit a couple of stories that we are following in the main story again. So it can be very interesting. So let's see, we need to do this. The hand here for the axe. I'm missing one finger there. Okay. He has something on the hands. I don't know if he has brass bracelets or gloves or something. When we actually see his full storyline, we will actually understand more the character, because he's been drawn in the flashback in one way, in the manga in another way, and then we have another mini story with him ages ago that he's thinner, he's younger as well. So I think we need a little bit of real presence of him in the main story to see actually how he looks for real. So for now we can do it like this, and we see. Okay. So as you can see, there are many questions that myself I have about this character and why he could be the option, the best option in my opinion for this. And I try to find explanation and why this will be, and some of them, most of them that I can find fit. I don't find any kind of reason or motive for me to think this is not gonna be the man marked by flames. Ace defeats this guy that has a crazy Haki, that has a crazy power that comes from Roger. On top of that, you play with the anger that Ace has towards Roger and towards that crew, because his full storyline. Okay, and that makes in battle that makes Ace stronger than he is, because he's so heated up that he just wants to fight and defeat one of his father's men. Okay, and at the same time this guy is able to recognize Ace, and that actually doesn't want to kill him. he's defeating him, he's fighting him, but he says, oh, Roger, maybe this is the guy that you were waiting for, so this is your kid. And in one sense, he's not going full power. He's not going full power. And one thing and another makes Ace win, for example, and it will make sense for the story, in my opinion. Let's see, do the shoes here as well, 1 second. Okay, this is looking really nice. Let's see, we can do the arm as well. And feel free to tell me in the comments what you think. I know this is a little bit crazy theory, but I can't find any reason for not to be true, okay? I can't find any reason for me to think, okay, because of this and this and that, Scopper Gaban is not gonna be. How many years we've been waiting? How many years we've been waiting to see who in this Wano look, who is talking with Crocus in that cover story? How many years? Everyone is talking, is Shiki, because the type of the clothing that he is wearing, blah, blah, blah. We haven't actually seen Shiki being friends with this group. Shiki, in the Battle of Edward, that's when Shiki goes to offer Roger to join. He said, oh, let's join together, let's join forces, okay, let's join forces. And you found one of the weapons, okay, that's telling you, clearly in the manga, you find one of the weapons, that the egg may be one of the weapons, that may be Uranus, okay, and they are not gonna be leaving the egg laying around, so someone, as Rayleigh is in the middle of the story, and Crocus at the beginning of the story, someone needs to take care of this beast, and probably is this guy, Scopper Gaban. Number 3 is the Sanji of the group. You have Zorro, that it will be Rayleigh in the middle of the story to improve and to help Luffy to be more powerful in Hakis and everything, and then you have this Sanji character that is more about lore, that is going to give you more information when we reach the Elbaf point, I think. This guy may be the guy who is hiding in Punk Hazard and is friends with Vegapunk, but I think that will be a little bit stretched too much the theory, to be honest. Let's do the axe here, because I think the story of this guy can be more related to the Elbaf things than actually the Egghead story. So I think this is looking really nice so far. Let's do like this. Let's do this like well. I'm missing this bit, I forgot this bit, and here as well. Okay. Okay, let's do the hair. 1, 2, 3, 4 will do, and here as well. Because this type of hair, I always thought that this guy must be the father, the brother, the uncle or something from Jabura from CP9. Because we actually haven't seen anyone looking like this in the story, and it could be really fit as well. Now that they are they are showing you that the CP9, they defeat the CP9, but it's not gone. They put them again in the story and things like this. So it may be something as well that we don't expect to put a little bit of a story. More when actually all these fathers, all these brothers, all these men, they decide to abandon their families and go to the sea and be pirates, like Usopp's father and everything. So it can be that Jabura was an orphan and was with the CPs and with the world government because the father or the brother or the uncle or this guy abandoned him as well, like everyone does in this story. And yeah, it can be interesting as well. There's as well a comment from Jabura that is joking or trying to trick Sanji in the tower and saying, "Oh, I'm Nico Robin's brother. I came here to save, but how you're so strong? Yes, let's join forces. So I leave it to you." He's trying to trick him, but Oda uses these kind of things all the time. It might be a joke, it might be a trick, and it ends up being something not true, because obviously it's not Nico Robin's brother, but maybe he had a brother, a good guy or someone like this. And it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me. So, yeah, as I was saying before, this theory, I think there may be people talking about this guy being the man marked by flames around the internet, around YouTube and everything, but yeah, I strongly believe, I have my own reasons to believe that there's some key points in this guy that it makes him very fit and very in line with the story to be this person, this character, this person who has the last poneglyph, and we need this last info. And you can say, why Rayleigh wouldn't say anything? Maybe Rayleigh was gonna say something when they were in the bar. They were talking in the bar, and he saw the power of Luffy when Usopp asked him, "Tell us what is the One Piece. Tell us if it's real." He's asking in the pub, and then Luffy gets really upset. He doesn't want to know anything, and Rayleigh finds that really funny. He finds that really funny. Because he says, "Do you want me to tell you what did we find? Do you want me to tell you thingy?" And Luffy is like, no, because that's my own story. I want to know it by myself, and it is not about. Basically, Luffy is telling you that it's not what I find at the end of the story, or if it is true, if it is not. It's about the story and the things that you do along the way. So I think maybe Rayleigh there could have said, "Yeah, my friend, my nakama, Scopper Gaban, has one of the red poneglyphs, you can go and take it." But because seeing Luffy's reaction there, he said nothing. He said nothing about it. And it will make sense. It will make sense that we have these characters and actually they don't give all the info. They don't give all the info because they want to see what's Luffy capable of and he gonna be doing. So yeah, it will make sense for me. Let's do this axe as well. As well with the concept of the materials, like gold is the number 1, and silver is the number 2, and then copper is the number 3. This guy needs to have a little bit more of story time, because he's just been joking with Rayleigh, wanting to fight Whitebeard and everyone, but Roger goes running in front of him, but we actually haven't seen him doing anything. All the other guys from Roger, they go to blend, they blend in the background, and sometimes you can't identify who is who there, okay? Just the main ones, like in every crew, are the ones that we get to know, okay? So yeah, I think we're almost gonna start with the color as soon as I finish this. Okay. Okay. I'm taking some references here from the flashback when we have Oden and etc. and the group joining, so some of the features may be a little bit different now when I do it, because I wanna go first. Let's see if we can, because I think I may do the top with yellow. And if, as we discussed in the previous video, if you see that we talk a little bit about color theory and Kizaru and the admirals, when the color theory talk happened, I talked about a little bit mixing colors, and if you mix blue and yellow, it may leave here a greenish color that we actually don't want much to do that at the moment. And maybe I change the color of the clothes as well, you know. Maybe I do for this blue purpley that I like it. I very liked him very much in that outfit too. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna do that instead of yellow. But yeah, feel free to check out the video about Kizaru as well. Really juicy theory about how he's gonna turn and be in Luffy's side from now on. But yeah, so let's try to focus a little bit in coloring Scopper Gaban. Yeah, we have this brown. We have this brown and this darker, but this is the one I wanted. Okay. Okay. So just to recap a little bit what we've been talking about Gaban, Scopper Gaban, number 3 of Roger, being the man marked by flames. Okay. And we're talking about he is marked by flames because he fought Ace in a fury. Ace super strong, and because he's fighting one of his father's men and he wants to kill him or destroy him. And because Ace is so powerful, like Luffy, and it's the new era and everything, he manages to defeat this guy, leaving him marked with flames. Okay. Ace doesn't care about the poneglyphs, doesn't care about anything. That info doesn't need to be disclosed with this guy. And he was Shichibukai because he needed a cover-up to survive, and the government was hunting Roger's men, but he couldn't find them. Why he couldn't find this guy? Because I think the trauma and the sadness that he had with the death of Roger and everything related to that, like Sanji being a sentimental man, like Denjiro, it made even change his appearance. The body, the face maybe changed a little bit, the hair went all white, like Denjiro went all different type of hair and everything, and all the expression was all different. So because of these reasons, we have this guy being able to camouflage, being able to be a Shichibukai working for the government in some sense. Obviously, like all the Shichibukai, not listening to the government, but working with or for the government in some sense, okay, just to protect himself. So Ace defeats him because it's his fate to defeat one of his father's men, and at the same time, how is the possibility of having a black sheep? Because he kept the Oro Jackson, and he's keeping as well the Uranus, the egg there. Okay, and then he needs kind of a way of protecting the ship and everything inside, and this way of protecting the ship and everything inside is to coat with his own power. Yeah, let's go for it. I fancy going for yellow. With his own power, with his own Haki, is coating the ship. We've seen this. We've seen people. We've seen Zoro coating the Mihawk, and everyone coating the swords. Why? We see even Bergo and Pika covering the full body, so why can't we see someone super strong, someone like this guy covering a full ship, that will be really epic to see in a screen, to see in the manga, and on top of that, it will be really fitting for a character of this caliber. Okay, so coating the ship with Haki, you have this problem solved of, oh, how is the ship being able to be black? And then blue for this. This is really colorful character in this flashback. All the colors of the world. Okay. This is all blue. I will add a little bit of black to give a little bit of darkness to the character as well, to mysterious to the character. I like this. Okay, and we have this bandana. He's having this kind of reddish, brownish, like this. I think I'm gonna go for my option, for my theory, that he has gloves. Okay, so I'm gonna probably do the gloves in black. I don't know why, but I think it is gonna be like that. The reference and everything is gonna be like that. He's gonna have gloves. I don't know why. If I talk about all this theory about maybe being a shipwright, not a shipwright, but maybe he's taking care of the ship and he's so strong and this and that, and using like a lumberjack these tools, these weapons, axes to cut tree and everything. Maybe he needs gloves. So yeah, let's do like this. Need to paint a little bit here because I made him this shorter type of trouser. Okay, now yes. Now yes. So, and the other question about that we were talking kind of with this recap, the other question we were talking about, how is he possible to do whirlpools around the ship? Does he have fruit, a weather fruit or something? No. I think the answer for this question is because he has the ship, the Oro Jackson, and he has the egg that is hatched already, and is the ancient weapon Uranus that he doesn't control, but maybe he befriended a little bit because he's kind of the caretaker of that beast. He's kind of friends with this beast. The beast, when the beast gets scared or upset, is causing this mayhem, and is causing this destroy and these whirlpools and these ships that are following him and sinking. And you say, why is he moving? He's moving because I think he's cutting the Adam tree pieces, and some of them every now and then selling it in the black market, and that's how Franky manages to get that type of wood to build the Sunny. That is the same material, the same type of wood that Roger's ship is done, and Tom used to build the ship. So I think we're almost done here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of ground here to the bottom, a little bit of yellow because he's almost near fighting Vista and the Whitebeard people. So let's add some of these greens because they are in this island. Okay, so I think this couple of answers address the questions that we have in mind, that why this guy will be the man marked by flames, the connections with Ace, the possible fight with Ace, and this whole story about let's do this. I'm gonna see if I can do this trick that I'll paint in gray to do the metal, and then I do it a bit like this. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so if you have these connections with Ace, you have these connections with the ancient weapon, you have these connections as well with the Haki power and the other people around the world. So it makes sense. It's time for Oda to reveal who was that guy next to Crocus, and it's time for Oda to reveal one more of Roger guys. And let's tone him down a little bit here. I made it too dark a little bit, the arms. Okay, a little bit more with brown. Okay, so I think we've done here. I hope you liked the video. Okay, feel free to check out my other theories, and most of the theories are connected with all the things that are happening at the moment in Egghead and that may happen in Elbaf. And I think I'm having a really nice time talking about all these things. I wanted to start the channel for a very long time, and I think now it is a good moment because there's a lot of info coming out and a lot of lore in the Egghead saga. So let's see if doing these theories we can find something out and have some theories right. Let's see, one ear and the other ear, and just doing a quick extra lines around here so the face can pop a little bit, because we used a lot of tones here, like this, like that. Yep, really nice. So yeah, as I said, this is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want. I hope you liked the video. Please follow, subscribe, like, comment. Let's make theories, let's make conversations in these videos to see if we can find if we can find 9 theories to discuss and some nice ideas about the One Piece. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye.